Why on earth do you feel empty inside when you keep doing everything right? You're working hard, you're staying motivated, you're someone who doesn't give up on their goals, you might even have built a great family or a great support system. And deep down you feel like something is missing and you don't know if it's because you're a man, you don't know if it's because it's something you did wrong, but the point is you want to figure out what that is. Today we're going to be looking at different points that are probably the reason for why you might feel this way as a man or even as a woman, and how you can deal with those and how you can improve those so that they can help you slowly transform your life into something better. The first one is usually this: you have been suppressing your emotions for so long. Men in general are often taught to suppress their emotions, to not feel great about themselves. When they're going through hard times, they shouldn't be talking about it with anyone else. Now, while this is something that people might respect more, that your colleagues might respect for, your family even, your friends, it's not something that is generally necessarily good for you. And you are an important person as well. Think about it. You are supposed to be doing this, this, and this. But if you're constantly suppressing your emotions, hindering you from doing this, this, and this, you're not going to be able to do your usual tasks, which means this is actually going to end up affecting everyone around you. This doesn't mean you have to be a crybaby and talk about all of your problems, but it means you have to be open and honest with yourself enough to understand when you need a break, to understand when you need someone to talk about your problems with, and understand when enough is enough. You're not a robot, you're a human being. And you having those emotions and then being able to have the courage to go and talk to somebody is so much more valuable than you constantly suppressing everything. If you're going through a rough time, if you've lost a family member, feeling really depressed because you're only having negative and bad breaks in your life, then there is no problem with you being able to reach out to someone and say, hey, I need a break, I need to talk. That is not demasculinizing. That is being a human being. And all of us, whether we're men or women, we all need that at some point in our life. So work on that. If you realize that you're suppressing your emotions, try to find someone who you can open up to, try to find someone who you can come to, you can talk to, and someone you trust. And if you don't have someone like that in your life, try a therapist, try a psychologist. There will always be someone you can reach out to. But you suppressing every single emotion, you telling yourself you're fine when you're not fine, is never going to solve the problem long term. It's only going to postpone the healing and postpone you getting back on track so that you can do this, and this task again, which will benefit your whole circle and yourself more than you could imagine. The second point is this, and this is especially important for so many men, is that when you achieve things without it having a meaning or it having a purpose, it's like you didn't really achieve anything to begin with. So many men chase things in life. They chase money, they chase status, they chase women. You have to have a reason behind it. If you're chasing money, but you don't really know why you're chasing the money, if you're just chasing the money so that you can buy yourself things or, just so other people will respect you more, that's not a meaning. That's not purpose. You need to have purpose and meaning behind everything that you're building in your life. As a man, building things is what's going to make you feel respected. It's going to be what will make you respect yourself more. And if you're chasing things, but you don't actually have an end goal with it, you don't actually have a meaning or a purpose as to why you're chasing those things, you're not going to feel fulfilled. You as a man need to know, okay, I'm chasing money, but why am I chasing money? I'm chasing money because I want to be able to support my family. I want to be able to provide for my family so that my wife doesn't have to work, or so that I can send my kids to a good school. Have a purpose, have a meaning. Don't chase things if they don't provide some form of end goal for you. And I'll tell you why. Because if you're only chasing something so that you get other people's approval, first of all, believe it or not, other people don't care that much. If you end up becoming a millionaire, no one around you in your circle, your family, your friends, no one's gonna really care about that accomplishment. The only reason they'll care is that they'll then think, oh, maybe I can get some money from him. You see where I'm going with this? This is not something that'll benefit you. It's something that will make them think, oh, great, now I can maybe get something out of this person more. So your meaning can never be to chase something because someone else is making you chase it. Your purpose and meaning can never be to chase something to try and impress other people, because that will never fulfill you. Try and impress yourself instead. Try and set a goal for yourself so that you can then in 5 years, in 10 years, in 1 year, whenever, look back and say, okay, I chased this because this was my goal. I've now accomplished this. I've reached this goal and now I'm satisfied. Whether that's with money, whether that's with education, whether that's with your career, have a goal in mind. And if you don't have a clear-cut goal or purpose or meaning for this specific thing that you're doing in your life, don't chase it, because there's no point. If your goal with building your body is again to only impress people, okay, sure, that can be part of it, but don't make that the only thing. Do it so that you're healthy. Do it so that you can compete. Do it so that you're stronger and you can protect the people around you. Have an actual deep meaning behind it that will make you feel proud of yourself. Because shallow confidence is not real confidence. Confidence comes from you accomplishing things so that you know you're more capable and you know that you're a better person at the end of it. The third point is this: What is your circle like? Do you have people in your life? And this kind of goes back to the first point and the second point, that actually support you, that actually love you and actually care about you. Do you have people in your life that you can trust? This is so important for both men and women. If you want to have a healthy, happy life, you need to have good connections. And whether that's with a spouse, whether that's with friends or both, or your family, you need to have people in your life who are good for you, who you trust, and who are helping you get through your life more easily. Who are you spending your free time with? If you don't have a good social circle, if you don't have good people around you, you need to find those ASAP. We are not supposed to be alone. We are social creatures as human beings. We need connections. So if you don't have those connections, go and start finding them and looking for them. And if you can't find them in your family, if you can't find them in a partner because you're currently alone, then start looking for friends. Go join groups. Go to places where you go to places that you associate with so that you can find other people who associate with it as well. The best way to start a friendship is to find a common interest. So if you're into sports, go to a sports club. If you're into having fun on a Friday night, go to a bar. Go to some sort of game club. I don't know. If you're faith-based, if you're into religion, if you're religious, go to a church. Go to a Bible study. I don't know. But the point is, stop sitting at home and doing nothing and isolating yourself. You need friends, and you need good friends who will push you to become better. Because if you don't have that support system in life, if you don't have people to push you, to support you, to motivate you, and especially to catch you when you fall, you're never going to be able to take as many risks. You're never going to be able to go as far in life as you would be if you actually had that good support system. So find those people, start going out today, go on apps, I don't care. But by the end of this year, you better have some good friends. If you start today, you can. And the fourth and final point for this, and this is probably the most key point, is that you are not valuable for what you probably think you are. You might value yourself because you think, I make this much money, so therefore I'm valuable. Or I'm able to run a kilometer at this pace, so therefore I'm valuable. Or I'm able to do this for other people, so therefore I'm valuable. Wrong. That is not where your value comes from. Your value comes from who you are as a human being. Do you quit when times get tough? Are you a good person to others? Are you a good person to yourself? Are you an honest person? Who you are as a person is much more important than your accomplishment. Because if you weren't that type of person, you would never reach any of those accomplishments. Who you are at the core to yourself and to the world and to other people is gonna be what will make you either successful or a failure. So who are you deep down? That is where your value comes from. When you look at your accomplishments, when you look at your good body, don't think I'm valuable because I have a good body. Think I'm valuable because I have the discipline to get up and to work out every day. Even when I don't feel like it, even when I'm tired, I do it because I know this will bring me joy and this will bring me success. So remember who you are. Remember that you can do great things, and look at all of the things you've accomplished so far and derive that back to you as a human being. If you're struggling with finding that today, do a list of my accomplishments and then the skills that it took me to reach these accomplishments. I promise you will have more than 5, at least. Write it down in the comments down below what you've discovered those skills are and who you are as a person, and I would love to hear it, and I would love to see you actually start understanding where your value truly comes from. Because I can promise you one thing, it's not from other people, it's not from your accomplishments, it's from you deep down, who you are as a human being. So remember this, if you're feeling empty right now, it's not because you're failing. It's probably because your body is telling you there's something missing, and it's probably one of these 4 points that you need to redirect. Focus on taking the time that you need today to sit down and realize, okay, what am I missing in my life right now? What do I need so that I can get back on track with achieving my goals, finding my people, becoming someone I truly value? Start there today. Start understanding that you are valuable with who you are, and understand that the more you realize that and the more you actually then expand on yourself and not on other people's expectations of you, the more you will thrive. Have a good day. Stay tuned for the next video coming up very soon. And remember that you've got this.